To everyone who knows the humble frog, it's generally regarded as a cute, non-threatening and happy creature. But to some of those in the know, a different picture arises.
Well, frogs can kill and eat other kinds of animals, such as insects, bugs, rats, snakes, and even birds.
A picture of a predator. Almost everyone who finds a frog on their back veranda after a rainstorm or swimming in the park near their house can attest to how cute and adorable they look. But they hide a menacing true identity.
Frogs hunt based on movement, so if they see a prey moving along its line of sight, it will go in and attack it. It won't go for anything that's not moving or dead. It has to be alive.
This slippery character's favourite victims are those smaller than himself. What a tough guy.
Frogs generally eat smaller prey, such as insects, bugs, and mosquitoes. But every now and then they will go for something larger, such as birds, snakes, and even other frogs.
Cannibalism.
Cannibalism, that's right, yeah.
Well, it definitely seems as though there's no honour amongst thieves. Or frogs, at least.
If the frog thinks it can fit the prey inside its mouth, it will go for it. I've had situations where a frog tried to eat my finger, thinking that it was a worm.
So now we're starting to get a clearer picture. But how does such a tiny animal achieve such deadly acts?
What the frog first does is shoots out its tongue and hits the prey. And since the frog's tongue is extremely soft, it deforms and kind of wraps around the prey. Its saliva is a lot more liquidy at that stage, and it fills in the crevices of the insect. And when the frog draws back its tongue, the liquid becomes more viscous or more thick, gripping on to the insect back into the mouth. Now, by the time it reaches back into the mouth, the saliva becomes more liquidy, releasing the prey. And what the frog does is uses its eyes to push the prey down its throat into its stomach. So there's some muscles around its eyes to help push it into its throat and down its stomach. Because a frog doesn't have neck muscles as we do. It's essentially a head and a body. So the only way to have those muscles to push the food down is by using its eyes.
So while you might consider these happy-looking bouncy boys to be friendly, you might want to keep an eye out, or else you might be on the menu for a frog's next meal.